Hey everyone, my name's Nick.
And I'm Ray, and today we got a little quick turnaround here, specifically with the announcement of World of Warcraft release for Dragonflight expansion, December 31st, not 2023, this year, 2022.
Seems like a pretty fast turnaround from their announcement.
You know, some would say, especially with how much they're trying to do to core gameplay, like just core mechanics in general, this feels fast.
Yeah. It feels way rushed. I just can't see how they're going to be able to finish developing the game all the way. The thing is, we haven't heard anything about alpha being out, even if it is a closed alpha, and they sure as heck don't have a beta out yet. So I can't imagine how they're going to be able to take player feedback for not even what players want to see in the game, but for existing bugs in the game or major balancing issues. I can't imagine how they'll have the time to be able to fix everything that's going to be wrong with it.
I mean, so with Dragonflight, they've been working on loosely, let's use that term, loosely working on the Dragon Isles for a long time, right? Since vanilla.
Sure.
Cool. They may have had the zones mapped out generally. They may have had the whatever there generally, but to actually make an expansion from it, I mean, that's still going to take time. So story wise, character wise, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to take time unless they just gave all their developers some Adderall and said get to it. Who knows? They may have. But the turnaround just seems crazy because literally, like, just programming all that stuff in there's going to be an immense amount of bugs, especially with the talent trees that they're putting in, right? And all the new abilities that can't be, tuning the classes. Mm-hmm. There's going to be so many interactions between everything that it's just going to be buggy, to say the least, I think. I mean, really, I was expecting like a beta December 31st, not a launch.
Agreed. I think it's super fast. And you and I have a mutual friend who does work at Microsoft, and he's been saying that there are opportunities for Microsoft programmers to do a lateral move over to Blizzard game development, right?
Yeah, so basically there's like lateral moves inside for Blizzard programming development teams. Like a lot or something.
Yeah, this is obviously all hearsay. We heard from someone who may have seen this or not. But I only bring this up to say that, and I think you had mentioned this yesterday when we spoke about it briefly, like maybe Daddy Microsoft is bringing over a lot of money and a lot of developers and just throwing a bunch of bodies into this to kind of speed up development. But again, even if they had a whole bunch of developers coming from Microsoft into the Blizzard development teams, I can't see how they'd be able to do it fast enough. This is just crazy to have. I mean, we have like a week and a half left in the month of June. So it's like 5 months away.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's crazy. I think it's going to be really buggy. Or they've been working on it since the launch of Shadowlands, because they knew Shadowlands sucked right off the bat from all the feedback, and it's like, all right, fucking kind of scrap this. Let's start working on the next one.
That would be
I don't think that one
funny.
happened. I don't think that one happened.
I agree.
Or they're going to release the game and there's not going to be enough content in it as well, which is always an issue. But if Daddy Microsoft brings over some employees, then maybe their patch turnaround can be quicker. Like, major content patches, like every 3 months instead of every, 6 or 9, whatever is going on right now.
Sure. And I think that would be the best case scenario, is that they are getting a bunch of employees from Microsoft, or even that Microsoft is just able to hire more, and then that would give them the ability, even if they do have not as much content as usual in the beginning, maybe exactly within a month, 2 months, 3 months max, they'll be able to push out some more patches, give us some more content, and just do a faster turnaround in that manner. I think that would be okay in the grand scheme of things. If we didn't have as much content as usual in the beginning, but we don't notice that, those of us who are kind of in the general mass gamer community, not obviously those high-end players that are going to be at the top of everything, they're going to run out of content.
I mean, they've released a few different, like, you know, things. Like, I guess the first season of Dragonflight or something is going to be 4 new dungeons, 4 old dungeons for Mythic Plus. And then, so, I mean, they're really only going to have to work on 4 dungeons right off the bat. They can tune the other 4 later. But I think the biggest issue is going to be class design and stuff. But while we're on this, right, World of Warcraft Dragonflight, have you gone to the Blizzard store yet? And looked at the prices for them?
I have not looked at prices. I have heard, is there 2 or 3
so there's 3 tiers
that you can get?
3 tiers.
Okay.
Your base edition for $50 gets you World of Warcraft Dragonflight, available at launch. Drax pet as Dragonflight pre-purchase bonus item. All new race and class, the Drak Theory Evoker, available at or before launch. So probably the 10.0 pre-patch, right?
Okay, so that's just base game drop, and they're pretending like the new class. Ooh, we're including a new class in this one.
Heroic Edition has those 3. Okay. Also has a character boost to level 60, which is, I mean, that's $20, $30 in and of itself. Amount, another pet, and that's it. So it adds 3 more to it. Okay, and then Epic Edition. Heroic Edition is $70, by the way. Epic Edition, $90.
Okay,
$90 has those previous 6 and Time Walker's Hearthstone effect.
Does it say what that does?
It's a Hearthstone effect, I guess. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Just an additional Hearthstone, but Time Walker. So
Diadem of the Spellkeeper head slot transmog. Get a head transmog.
Helmet.
Yep. Wings of Awakening back slot transmog in 5 color variant. These are dragon wings. So you get dragon wing transmog for your classes and a 30-day game time.
Okay.
So,
wow.
If you want some transmog, pet, and mount,
I mean,
you get those additions. $90 for an unproven game with such a quick turnaround from a company that's been on the down and down lately. But hey.
Well, let's say this alone, man, right? The base game that you're going to be paying is, what was it again? $60? $50? $50 with game time. What's a single month of game time? $15, right?
Yes.
That puts you at $65. And then you get an additional mount plus 6 pieces of transmog and a pet. I mean, you're practically losing money if you don't buy the $90 edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diablo Immortal, it's 800% value on this thing. If you don't get it, you're losing out.
Fuck, man. But yeah, so those pricing options are just a little crazy to me. Honestly, I think base expansion should probably be a quick $20 at this point, because fuck you, Blizzard, the players and shit, you know?
Sure.
We've stuck by your side for how fucking long. You're welcome. But yeah, so just overall, I don't know, I'm just worried about the turnaround. I'm optimistic generally, but this is crazy.
Yeah, what I'm thinking this must be, what it looks like to me from a non-optimistic viewpoint, is just making a cash grab for their quarterly earnings. They recently, obviously, as everyone who's probably watching Blizzard news knows, Diablo Immortal just came out. In the first 2 weeks, they made $24 million. And then now, not even a month later, they are releasing pre-orders for Dragonflight, which is the base one's going to be $50, which for a base game, $50. I'm not too upset about that. I think that is fine. But yeah, I think this is just a cash grab to make their quarterly earnings look better. And I hope they can keep up with the schedule that they're setting for themselves. I am not hopeful. I think this may be a complete crash and burn from Blizzard, and maybe the last World of Warcraft expansion that we're going to see from them. I hope that's not the case. I've been playing World of Warcraft since Burning Crusade, so I don't want to see that happen to them. I would like the series to keep on going, for this franchise to keep going, but I think it is not unlikely that this is going to be the last of World of Warcraft's expansions.
Yeah, I can say this, and this is my full feelings on it now. If Dragonflight, bad. Then Final Fantasy 14 online. I'm back. No, honestly, Final Fantasy's been doing great. They've been killing it. And honestly, they did something that World of Warcraft might need to do. They completely rebuilt their fucking game. They said, all right, we're going to take some actual loss here in money and rebuild this from scratch because our reputation's at stake because it was a mainline Final Fantasy game. They cared about that. And Blizzard at this point is like, we don't care about our rep anymore. Bro, you need to fucking spend a solid 2 years revamping the game engine, core mechanics, everything. Make it fun again. Like, literally, if you spend 2 years, maybe 3, and then relaunch World of Warcraft, I guarantee you people will come back if it's good, and people will be happy about it.
I don't disagree with you. I think that probably would be a good thing for the game. I don't think Blizzard is willing to take that time off from the money, from making money from subscriptions.
They're too risk adverse now. That's the issue.
But yeah, we saw this. Just wanted to give some quick thoughts on it. And I'm sure everyone is at this point about how this does not look like a good thing coming from Blizzard, from what's been going on with them in the past few years, really, right? The past 5 to 10 years, they've been in a real decline, and it's not been looking good lately.
It looks no bueno. But yeah, with that, that's my final thoughts on it. You got anything else?
No, nothing more to add.
Well, with that, this has been Ray and Nick. Ray out.
Thanks for watching.